Well, howdy ho, good neighbor. Look what I see. That's right, the ship is coming in from Days at Sea. That's right. Let's go take a look at this thing and see what we can see. Look at me zoom in on that thing. It's a long way away, but you can see it's heading right my way. So this is one of those exciting things I like to see when I'm out here on the estuary. And this ship has been out at sea for days, and it is finally getting to get unloaded. That's right, all those containers have got to come off. Well, I say all of them, but that's not true, because these ships go around the world picking up cargo containers and dropping them off. So I don't think they're ever just dropping all of their containers off at one spot, because after they leave this port, well, they go probably up north or down south or wherever their next port of call, as they say. But look at this ship. Boy, is it, as I zoom in, that thing is packed to the gills, whatever that means. But I know I've heard it before where they say packed to the gills, and boy, that ship does not have a lot of room for any containers. Looks like it's probably here to offload a lot of those containers. But yeah, look at how fast that thing goes, and you can't slow those things down. So if you're a small boat, you better get out of the way, because there's no brakes on a boat. Well, if there's no brakes on a boat, that means the only thing that can really stop those boats is those little tugboats. So if you think about it, those tugboats are doing all the work right now. I'm sure that big cargo ship probably doesn't even have its engine running. Or maybe it does. Oh, it probably does, because you do see the smoke coming out the engines there. So yeah, I thought I could zoom in and get a picture of somebody on the deck or something, but it really is this. I think all these people are concentrating right now, so there is no time to get on the deck and enjoy the view. I'm sure this is a very high pressure situation pulling into a dock like this. So yeah, I try to stay out of the way, but at some point I was like, well, I can only stay out of the way so long. Let's try to get in the way. So I heard the ship blowing its horn, and I'm sure it was not blowing it at me. I'm sure it's blowing its horn at other people, as my computer keeps blowing its horn at me. But yeah, there I am, getting down low, lower than the container ship itself. And I did not see anybody on the deck either. But I counted 4 tugboats. So it takes 4 tugboats to guide that thing in. And that is not very deep right there. They've been trying to dredge it, and they dredge it about every year, but that is not very deep. So I don't know how they keep from running that boat into the bottom. There's a good look at the inside of that thing. So that thing's probably about 10 deep. I don't know. I can't really do the math, but if you look at it 10 deep and that many wide, well, you can really put a lot of container ships on there, and they really know where each one of them are going. So next time you pass a semi-truck on the road with one of those things on the back of them, well, good chance it came from right here. There's a few main ports on the west coast that these ships come in and go down the main arteries. I tell you what, that the truckers, they don't get enough credit either, because each one of these containers go on to a truck. So we got to thank our truck drivers for all that they do, because if it wasn't for truck drivers, well, these ships would never get to the stores. And a lot of these things aren't even going to stores. They're going to Amazon distribution centers where they bypass the middleman. So look at all those truckers. That's a lot of truckers, right? Yeah, each one of those is a trucker's job. They said at one time that the truckers would be obsolete. They said that robots would be doing the trucker's job. I have yet to see one automated semi-truck. I've seen cars in San Francisco with no drivers, but not semi-trucks. So if you're driving a semi-truck, well, your job's pretty much guaranteed. And we need a lot of semi-truck drivers if you're going to have that many container ships coming in. So, like I said, those tugboats seem to be doing all the work. Yeah, I'm down pretty low. I like the shadow of the boat in the water and the close-up of the bridge. Nobody on there. You think there'd be somebody out enjoying the water, but nope. I really tried to zoom in here, and I'm trying to find a way to use this zoom in technology, but I don't know if it's good or bad. But I really did try to find somebody there. I really do like it, but you always got to know when to use it and when not to use it. Yeah, that's just too much zoom sometimes. Well, there you go. I tell you what, if I can get down a little lower without having the birds hit me, see, that's the problem, is you're always worried about the bird strike. So this drone has obstacle avoidance, but those birds will take it out. So that's what's kind of cool about the drone, is you can get a good zoom in right there, and you're not that close, but you kind of are. But it's still nice to have that feature where you don't have to get that close. But look how tall that thing is. Boy, when you're down low like that, that thing's got to be at least 10 stories high. I don't know how high. Maybe not that high, but it's a few stories high. Well, as I drop down low and see it one more time, I just gonna want to thank you guys again for coming along with me on these container ship pulling into dock adventures. I guess that's a good way to say it, right? Yeah, container pulling into dock adventures. Well, as always, you know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye bye, everybody.